Looking for a unique piece to style your TV on? I'm going to show you how to make an industrial wooden TV unit. This is all the tools and equipment we'll need to make an industrial wooden TV unit. We'll be using some hardwood and repurposing some galvanised fittings from the plumbing section. It's going to come up a tree. In order to get the right width for the timber for our TV unit, we need to join the two lengths of timber together. First thing we need to do is to plane off the rounded edge so that we get a nice clean join in the middle. Now the edges are planed, the next step is to add some polyurethane glue between the two pieces and clamp it together. Leave it to dry and then chisel off any excess glue and sand it back. I'm going to have 3 shelves on my TV unit, so I'll repeat the process for all 3 shelves. The supports for our shelves are going to be made from flanges and galvanised pipe. So what we need to do now is measure out the position for our flanges, mark and pre-drill. As this piece is going to be my base, I'm going to be attaching casters on the bottom side. So again, mark where you're going to position them and pre-drill, making sure that you've got clearance where your flanges are going to sit on the top. Sand back any rough patches. I've decided to finish it with wax to bring out the natural beauty of the timber, but you can choose to finish it any way you like. Doesn't the timber look fantastic with the wax? I'm going to sit it aside now and let it cure. In the meantime, I'm going to spray my gal fittings black because that will match better with the decor of my room. You can leave them silver for the industrial look, but we've decided to change it up a bit. Countersink for the bolts where the flanges will be attached. We need to do this so that the plate for the caster sits close against the timber. Attach your flanges using your bolts and nuts. A socket wrench is a handy tool for this. The next step is to screw the uprights into the flanges. I'm going to use a longer length for my first shelf, and then I'll be putting a shorter one on top of that. Attach a flange to the top of your threaded rod and repeat for the next 5 points. Place your next shelf on top. Attach the supports for your top shelf. Position your flange over the pre-drilled holes and then bolt through both flanges for structural stability. You can leave the screws long if you like, but we're going to cut them off with an angle grinder for aesthetic reasons. Place your top shelf on and then screw through the flange underneath. You can countersink for the screws to sit flush if you want to, but we've decided to just hammer them down and then tighten them up so that they sit nice and flush with the top. The final step, attach the casters. There you go. I'm going to get it into my room and pop the TV on. So here's our industrial wooden TV unit. Amazing what a difference the black spray paint's made to our plumbing fixtures. They've come up a treat. And the timber, what more do you need than wax? Absolutely fantastic. Best part too is that it's on casters, so even though it's nice and strong, you can move it around wherever you want it. No more feeling guilty when you're laying on a Sunday afternoon watching the TV, because you built this baby yourself.